welcome to your February reading. This is Starchaeology Tarot. This is my channel. I am Desi. I am so thrilled to see what is in store for you for February. This is good for Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Whatever is resonant with you is what is meant for you. What doesn't resonate is not meant for you. So please don't take it personally. What are the divine messages for Pisces for February? What are the divine messages for Pisces for February? The Empress. Love to see that. Oh, what? 8 of Wands, Pisces? And the 7 of Wands. Oh, this is so encouraging, Pisces. I love this for you. Oh my God. Pisces, you are birthing something into the world this month. You are really channeling like the ultimate creative energy. Maybe you're literally giving birth this month. Maybe you are birthing some sort of creative baby into the world or creative project. But yeah, you are really, you are connected to your creative nature, your ultimate feminine nature this month. Some of you are experiencing like wild abundance this month, a kind of like radical nurturing this month. Some of you, that's happening, you're receiving that from someone else. Others of you, you are giving that to yourself. It's almost like you are, if you're not mothering a project or a literal baby, like the thing you are mothering is yourself this month. You are like reparenting yourself. You're remothering yourself. You're taking care of yourself and your world in the most unconditionally loving way. Being unconditional in your love for yourself is such a radical thing. And you have to do that, Pisces. You're finding that you're doing that, or let's put it this way, it's important that you do that despite non-action, despite maybe like waiting on good news, not hearing good news, not necessarily having opportunities knocking at your door this month. That is not, it's so easy to feel abundant or feel creative or feel like nurturing, taking care of yourself when good things are happening to you. The obstacle here is maybe the lack of that. The obstacle here is maybe a pause. That's really all it is. It's so easy just to be like, it's done, nothing good is ever going to happen to me again. No, this is the ebb and flow, this is the ebb stage. February may be an ebb for you regarding opportunity, regarding action. Things might feel very still. And that is a time that tests your unconditional caring and nurturing, your unconditional creativity. You don't need the conditions of like the outer world being a certain way for you to be a certain way on the inside. And this is a true test of your own feminine power. Like, this is a true test of your Empress energy, your ability to take care of yourself or take care of a thing, regardless of what the outside world is doing, regardless of whether you're being showered with praise or not, regardless of whether or not you're being offered rewards and prizes for what you're doing. This may be a thankless month for you. This might be a time when no one is praising your work, or no one is saying, wow, you're doing really great at that, here's a new job, or here's this opportunity, or you really created something amazing, here's like this, pat on the back, like it's going to lead to this concrete destination for you. Like, let me validate you with some outer, like, worldly value. And that may be blocked this month. The biggest piece of advice, and also I just want to say, Pisces, like, this is crystal clear to me. I want to just double down on the fact that this is so clear. This is so simple, really. So be wary of yourself if you find yourself, if your inner monologue right now is but, those buts are just going to that's you trying to complicate something that is very, very simple. The primal need to take care of something, a creative baby, a literal baby, yourself, whatever it is, that primal instinct, there are no buts that get in the way of that primal instinct. That's the kind of mothering, that's the kind of nurturing, that's the kind of unconditional caring that you are being called to experience this month. And there's no way to complicate instinct. Nothing complicates instinct. We try to complicate it by thinking about it, but instinct is instinct. So the advice is to push through. I mean, 7 of Wands, this could not be clearer. 7 of Wands is I don't want to promise this because it's so important that you're able to do this unconditionally, but there may be some sort of conditional prize in the future. There may be some sort of condition, some outside condition promised to you, or like destined for you on the other side of this test. There may be some reward, like physical reward, that you're going to experience, because the 7 often indicates that the 10 is within reach. It may seem like it's nowhere in sight, and we're like, where's the 10? Where is the 10? But if you zoom back, you see, wow, you're 7. You're really close to the 10, even though you have no perspective of how close you are. It's within reach. Success is within your grasp. That's the time when it's more important than ever to double down and recommit and devote yourself to your path, to your purpose, without even seeing the end in sight. Seeing the end in sight shouldn't have any effect on your behavior, on your devotion, on how you conduct yourself. That needs to be unconditional. So this is like, so yes, there may be some prize like within reach for you, but the advice here is to push through, whether you see it or not. The advice here also, and wow, it was such a mothering energy. Some of you really are taking care of someone else. Some of you are really taking care of yourself. It's like this radical self-care. And this is about advocacy. It's 7 of Wands is often about advocating, taking a stand for something that you just really know to be true instinctually. You know it in your gut. This is what's right. You know in your gut, I have to stand up for myself in this way. You know in your gut, I have to protect them in this way. I need to fight for them because they can't fight for themselves right now. There's a real nobility to it. The same way that there's a nobility to the way that a mother protects her baby at all costs in nature. And we see that there's something so admirable in that. And that's that same kind of mother lion energy that you are exhibiting this month. It's really is advocacy work. And when you are devoted, a good way to think about this, if you're having trouble committing yourself or devoting that, especially if it's your project, it's your creative project, or it's yourself, and you're like, I can't fight for myself, take a step back. If you have trouble like talking about yourself in that way, make the picture bigger. Make it not just about like, I'm doing this for me, but like, what is the cause at the root of you doing this for you? Why do you need to stand up for yourself here? What is it that you are experiencing that would be unjust for anyone experiencing it? Make it bigger picture. Make it about your values and your value system and your morals and what you stand for. You're just an example of that. Like, you're maybe the direct thing that you're experiencing in that illustrates, what you value, or your project that you're nurturing, or that person that you're nurturing. It's like that's just a detail it's a symbol of this bigger thing that you are standing for. Make it big picture if you have to. Like, see this as a cause, because it's often easier sometimes to fight for a cause than to fight for like the detail. It's easier to fight for like the big picture cause than to say like, I'm fighting for myself, because that very much feels prickly to people. Culturally, there's shame and embarrassment that sometimes goes along with having that kind of focus, let's say, on ourselves. So turn the focus outward, make the focus bigger and wider, and see it as representative of a cause, a greater cause. The things that you value. Just boil that down. It's like what you are experiencing is a specific example of this bigger issue. And what is it about that issue that you care? Why do you care about that? Fight for that. What are the ways in which so many other people experience that, if this is about yourself? And try to see yourself in this situation with the same gentle eyes that you would see others in this situation, the same kind of compassion and empathy that you would give to others, or this bigger, if it's like a collective or a community experiencing that, apply that to yourself in this situation and push through it. It really is a time of pushing through a particularly tedious stage in this fight, and it's when that mother lion is coming out in you, and you're just following instinct. You're following that. You're acting from that place of unconditional love and advocacy and protection, which is so beautiful, Pisces, especially when you are often someone who just can go with the flow, or you can empathize with anyone. You have so much compassion for everything that sometimes it puts you in a more passive, introspective space. This could be a particularly big challenge for you this month. What a great growth opportunity. Please like and subscribe to this channel. Comment below if you want to share what's going on with you. I would love to hear from you. I always love to hear from you. If you want to support this work, if you want to help me help you better with more readings, more topics, more in-depth exploration, definitely consider supporting me on Patreon for just a few dollars a month. I promise you it will be worth it. There's such goodies there that I'm offering, and that is growing and growing with the number of patrons that I get. So please check that out. And if you want to book a personal reading with me, you can do that too in the link below. I love you so much, Pisces. I'm rooting for you, and I'll see you next time.